Hey, what's good, y'all? This your man Stephon, and today is what, Tuesday morning, early Tuesday morning. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. But in this video, I wanted to talk about my hair, my dreadlocks, my locks, my babies. I love them to death. I'll never cut them. But before I get on that, I wanted to tell you guys that I'm actually at my father's house, hence why the setup is different. Maybe I may do a video today. It depends, but as of now, um, there won't be any more video. Well, no, not any more videos ever. There won't be any videos until Thursday because I'm watching my father's house for him. He went out of town, so I gotta watch him. I gotta watch my I gotta watch the dog, and I gotta watch myself in this house, and I'm kind of creeped out because I'm gonna be here until Thursday or tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night, but I won't be recording until Thursday. You guys understand? But anyways, um, I really want. Oh yeah, and don't mind this. This is what I sleep with just to cover my head. But I really wanted to talk about my hair, man, and how much it changed my life. Like my hair, I literally, I'm a very spiritual person. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, when I first started my locks, it was actually it was July 5th, 2014 when I started my hair. Like I remember that day. I remember when I first got them twisted. I remember the day before that when I I woke up and went to the barber shop because I had an afro. It was a small afro. It wasn't the biggest afro. I wish I had that picture, but I really don't have a lot of pictures of me because I'm not really that type to take pictures. But I remember when I went to the barber shop for the last time. Like I haven't been to a barber shop since. But I went to a barber shop and got myself an edge, you know what I'm saying? I got edged up, taped up, and then after that, the next day, I woke up, went to I went to my cousin's crib, got twisted up, and it was a wrap from there, man. And the journey since then has been a crazy one because like way before that, way before I started growing my afro, I told myself during high school that I was gonna grow my hair out and lock up, but I wasn't serious because when it's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? And me talking about all of that shit and saying I wanted it, but I just didn't know how to go through the phase, of actually doing it because like it was more of a I was worried about how people were gonna look at my hair, and I didn't want to go through that quote unquote ugly phase. So I kind of put it on hold. But then I said, fuck it, man. I'm tired of getting haircuts. I'm tired of, you know, having to pay $20 every week, every 2 weeks just to, and then again, it wasn't even my money going towards haircuts. So it's like I'm tired of people having to pay for me and shit. And then when I had money, I could have been saving all of that money up. You know what I'm saying? So it just I got tired of it. And then once I started locking my hair up, and after that, it was about maintaining them. You know what I'm saying? And there's a thing about locks. If you ever plan on getting dreadlocks or anything, you know what I'm saying. If you ever plan on going through the journey of that, and you plan on sticking with it, the whole method as to how you take care of them is your preference. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone has their method of taking care of their locks. Trust me. Because when I first started mine, my cousin was telling me how I like when I first started that I didn't need to wash my hair for the first 3-4 months, and I need to let the dirt, and this was the most ignorant shit I've ever heard in my life, that I need to let the dirt sit in my hair because it'll you know clunk up my dreads and make them lock faster. And I kind of believed it, you know what I'm saying, which is why for the first month I didn't wash my hair. But then I started to feel my hair, and you guys, for you people out there who have hair, you know what I mean by you feel it. You know what I'm saying? Not just, oh, you feel the hair. No, you feel it on your head and you feel it itch and stuff like that. So I said I couldn't fucking do it. I had to wash my hair. I didn't give a fuck. So I washed that shit and it felt great. As I got into the, months of having my hair, I realized that I did not need to let the dirt sit in my head. I could wash my hair, you know what I'm saying? Because after a while I started to look up a lot and I started to research as far as like how to maintain locks, because trust me, I went through the whole phase of, the ugly phase, and I went through the phase of what I was supposed to do. I was freaking out trying to find out what kind of oils to put in my hair, what kind of shampoo and conditioner to use, whether conditioner was the best thing to use at the time. And eventually that feeling goes away and you get onto a method, that sticks with you and you don't worry too much, you know what I'm saying? And it's been almost 2 years, man. Like in July, it'll be 2 years since I had my hair, and honestly, I'm grateful for the experience that came with my locks, man. Like ever since I grew my locks, it's been nothing but lessons learned, And mind you, like I said, I'm a spiritual person, but my hair wasn't always intended to be grown and locked because of spiritual reasons. No, it was more of a style thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I always wanted to shake my hair. So when I finally like locked up for the first time, or twisted up for the first time, I was trying to shake the little babies that couldn't really do it. So I was like, oh fuck, I can't wait until they get longer. And now I can actually shake my hair, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because every so often when you get to a certain length, you want to get to the next, length. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first started them out, I was like, oh, I can't wait until they're hanging in my face a little bit. And then it got to like right here. And then I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait until I can really shake them. And then now I started shaking them. And then I'm like, oh, I can't wait until they get to my shoulders. And this is where I really want them to be. But it's just, it's an amazing experience, man. Like I see a lot of dreadheads, people with locks, and it's a really amazing feel, man. A lot of people have the similar dreads when they're just cylindrical and they all look the same and well done and stuff, but dreads are dreads, man. And I love people with them because I can relate. And not saying that people have the same spiritual outlook as far as dreads go, because I did go through a lot of bad times, like as far as relationships go, man, before I had my dreads. But after starting my hair and after locking it and stuff, a lot of shit has happened, man. I've come to realize a lot of things about life. Life has opened up a bigger door for me, you know what I'm saying? Like I've come to be a more patient guy. I've come to not care about a lot of shit. Like I've cut a lot of people off, and there's nothing but good vibes with me. Now, mind you, I don't really like being around people like that, but I'm one of the nicest guys you could ever meet, you know what I'm saying? And I'm all about positive vibes and just being around, good people and shit. And it's crazy because usually when I get around people, I'm like, stay away from me. I don't want to be around you, you know what I'm saying? But if people walk up on me and they're like, oh, I like your hair, because I've had a lot of people say they like my hair and shit, but it's like I smile and I say thanks, and then we end up having a little convo and shit. But it's like all with the experience of my locks, man. My locks have been around for a long time, and I love them, and I can't really say anything else, man. It's one of those things that can't really be explained. It's like they're a whole different life form, you know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, if you guys had locks, for those of you out there who don't have dreads, trust me, it's a whole different experience versus having a haircut, you know what I'm saying, or just an afro. It's a whole completely different experience because it teaches you patience, and it teaches you self-confidence, to have more self-confidence about yourself, and it teaches you to just stand up for what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? And it's fun as shit, man. Like, I really can't do shit with my hair, you know what I'm saying? Like, holy fuck, I mean, I can't really do a lot with my hair, and they can't really hang back how they want, but how I wanted to. But I love them, man. Like, it took me a long time to get to this point, and I'm still going. I would never cut my hair. But the crazy thing about it is, like, I've been doing my own hair since, oh shit, man, it's like since March of last year is when I started twisting my own hair. And since then, I've only been maintaining my own hair. Nobody does my hair for me. I keep myself up and tidy. And you know another thing about it is, oh yeah, I lost my license. I lost my driver's license before I locked up my hair. I remember that same. It was in June. It was the first. It was the last week of June. It was actually June 27th. I went out to the club and I was messing with this badass female, man. That chick was, man, I was gonna smash. But anyways, I got her number, and then me and my boy left. And then all of a sudden, I pulled up. I got in the car, reversed, went to the stop sign, pulled out. Long story short, man, I lost my license that night. I didn't go to jail or anything. I just lost my license. That was when I was 20. And then you know, that first week of July, I locked up, and it was a hell of a road to get my license back. But like I said, I'm a very spiritual dude, and I felt, you know, that good things come to those who definitely wait. You know what I'm saying? And I waited. I stayed down for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I waited almost 10 months to get my license back, and it was gonna be $150. Mind you, I have paid $250 to take the course to get it back, and then something crazy happened. And this may just be a coincidence to you guys. You know what I'm saying? For those of you out there who don't think on that deep of a level, I went to the DMV and went to get my license back, and it was supposed to be $150. Now, like I said, I paid $250 to take the course. So when I went there to pay the $150, the guy told me that it was only $75. Now I was like, how the hell did that happen? Because on the sign it said $150, but I didn't complain though. And me, I feel like that was just God telling me that I stayed down for a long time for that shit. I learned my lesson because God taught me a lot about my character and changed me, you know. And I had to learn the hard way. I went 10 months, almost 10 months without my license. I went through a bad breakup, and then I started my channel up, you know what I'm saying, around the time I was like, you know, into that whole color phase and shit with my hair. And I honestly don't regret any time that I spent with all of that shit. All of that shit taught me valuable lessons in life, and I don't regret any of it. As far as like my color hair, my hair color, like the blonde, I remember, and for those of you who don't know, like I did have bluish green hair. Like I actually remember when I had blue and purple hair. I had the purple tips with the blue, or was it blue tips with the I forgot. But anyways, I had that, and it was just a phase, man. I remember when I first started, and I wanted to get my hair bleached and dyed orange. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted it like a burnt orange. You know, nothing too bright, but nothing too dark. And it's like I see a lot of people with the whole blonde hair and shit, and it kind of gets on my nerves now, man. Like, to see all that blonde shit, it's like, dude, the fuck, man? Because it's basically just a trend now. Now, mind you, I bet you guys like, dude, you got blonde hair, man. Like, you're following that trend. Dude, I had I had my blonde hair since February. Actually, no, I had my blonde hair since New Year's of 2015. And it wasn't as light as this, but it was on the verge. But it's like, I don't like, I was thinking about cutting my blonde out when they get real long, but I'm like, this is my hair. This is a part of me. I grew this out, and it's been with me since the beginning. So it's like, I'm not gonna cut it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's I feel like if I cut my hair, and there's nothing wrong with trimming, but I feel like if I cut my hair, it's just gonna, you know, I'm gonna go back to those days when I was going through all of that dumb shit, when I was immature, when I was just being reckless and stupid. Because I went through a lot of dumbass shit. And then it's crazy because a lot of people are starting to pop back up in my life. Like, well, not a lot, but people are slowly starting to pop back up in my life and shit. And I'm all about positive vibes and forgiving and forgetting certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to rekindle relationships with people who disappeared in my life, you know what I'm saying? And that all comes with the hair, man. Like, it's all a psychological thing, but it's spiritual as well, man. It's a deeper meaning than just hair, you know what I'm saying? And I can't be any more appreciative about the experience and the journey that I've gone through so far. And honestly, I don't plan on stopping. Like, I'm gonna grow my hair. Like, my grandmother, she asked me how long did I plan on growing my hair, and I told her probably to my ass. That's probably when I'll keep them at a certain length, is when they get to my ass. But it's like, I love my hair, man, and I would love to see more. And you know, another crazy thing, like, I remember, like, I started to get more attracted to females with dreads. And actually, that didn't start until summer of last year, when I really started to, get attracted to females with locks. Now, mind you, I never had a problem with a female with locks, man. I just never saw any females with locks, up until I started my hair. Then I started to really, you know, see females with locks. And now I'm like, oh my God. There's a lot of things that I would love a female to have. I love a female with tattoos. To be able to express yourself in any fashion but look good doing it is so attractive to me. So I love a female with tattoos. I love a female with dreadlocks. I love a light skinned female with red skin. Oh my gosh, so sexy, man. But I'm getting sidetracked, man. Let me stop thinking about that. But anyways, you guys understand, man. It's just a lot of life changes happened within the past year and a half, man, and it's just been one hell of a journey. I'm sorry about rambling on about this, but it's just something that I wanted to really talk about, man. Like, for those of you out there who ever decide on locking up, white, Asian, black, you know what I'm saying, Hispanic, anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do it. It's an awesome feel, man. It's free. You don't have to sit there and worry about getting a haircut. I mean, keep yourself maintained, but you don't have to really worry about a lot of shit, man. It's like, I retwist my hair, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I love it, man. I love my hair. I love my hair a lot, and I don't regret it at all. And you guys shouldn't either, whether you're just growing it out and you're not locking or whatever. Your hair is your hair, man, and it can really go a long distance and teach you a lot about life and where you want to be. I mean, that's pretty much it, man. I really don't know what else I want to talk about, man. The shit just taught. Oh yeah, and it taught me a lot about not wanting to punch people, because I've gone through those, like, relationships and friendships where I just wanted to hit people and shit. But it's like, nowadays I couldn't care less to argue. Like, Karina wanted to argue with me about something, and not necessarily argue, but she just wanted to talk about some shit, and I just didn't want to talk about it, because I'm like, I'm living life. I want to make it, you know what I'm saying, doing YouTube. So it's like, I don't have time to sit there and argue and talk about all that weak ass shit. That shit doesn't mean anything to me anymore. Like, I want to be in a relationship with a chick, but it's like, now I don't too much give a fuck about that. I just want to live life and make my life work for me, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy it while I can. Like, I'm not trying to settle down for a relationship yet, I'm still growing my hair out. I'm not as mature as I want to be, and it's crazy because as my hair matures, I mature. And, I'm going to leave it right there. But leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this long-ass video. Like I said, I might not be... I might not be recording until Thursday, but I may put up another video. But leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. And this your man, Stephon, signing off. I'll catch you guys later. I'm out.